Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready to spin because we're diving headfirst into tonight's incredible episode of Wheel of Fortune. The energy in the studio was electric, and you could just feel that big money was on the line. Let's meet our contestants. First up, we had Maria, a kindergarten teacher from sunny San Diego with a smile that could light up the whole board. Next to her was Ben, a software developer from Austin, Texas, who told Pat he was hoping to win enough to build the ultimate backyard barbecue pit. And rounding out our trio was Chloe, a retired librarian from Chicago whose calm and collected demeanor had us all wondering if she had a secret strategy. The first toss-up was for $1,000 under the category What Are You Doing? The letters started popping up, and almost instantly Maria buzzed in. Solving the puzzle, she shouted. And just like that, she was on the board with a cool grand. What a way to start the game. Her confidence was soaring as we headed into the first round. The category for round one was movie title. The puzzle was a long one, giving our contestants plenty of opportunities to spin that wheel. Maria started things off, landing on $500 and correctly guessing a T. She bought an E and then an A, but her next spin hit a lose a turn and the wheel passed to Ben. Ben came out swinging, landing on the $2,500 wedge right away. He called an N, and there were 3 of them. The crowd went wild. It was already up to $7,500. He kept his momentum, picking up a wild card with a correct R and solving a few more letters. He looked like he was going to solve, but then he decided to spin one more time and, ouch, bankrupt. Just like that, his $7,500 and the wild card were gone. You could feel the collective groan from the audience. Over to Chloe, she spun carefully, landing on $600 and picking a C. Then she bought a much-needed I. The puzzle was starting to become clear. She spun again, landing on $700 and guessing an H. With a thoughtful look, she decided she had enough. Pat, she said, I'd like to solve. She took a deep breath and read the board. The Chronicles of Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. A perfect solve. She banked a nice little sum and proved that slow and steady can indeed win the race. Next up was the mystery round, and the category was same name. This is always a fun one. Chloe had control and started with a spin, landing on the mystery wedge. She called a D, and there it was. Now for the big decision. Does she flip it for a chance at $10,000 or play it safe? She looked at Pat, looked at the wedge, and with a twinkle in her eye, she said, let's flip it. The audience held its breath as Pat turned it over. ... Bankrupt. Oh, the cruelty of the wheel. Another tough break for our contestants. Control passed back to Maria. She seemed a little shaken by the back-to-back bankruptcies, but quickly refocused. She landed on the express wedge, called a P, and decided to jump on board. This was a gutsy move, but it could pay off big time. She started rattling off consonants, L, M, B, and G. They were all up there. Then she bought her vowels, an O and a U. The puzzle was almost complete. With thousands of dollars on the line, she confidently announced her solve, country and golf club. That's right. Maria's express train ride paid off handsomely, rocketing her into a commanding lead. She was absolutely beaming. Before the next round, Pat and Vanna took a moment to chat, and Vanna shared a funny story about trying to learn how to play pickleball. It's always great to see those little moments that make the show so special, and it was time for the prize puzzle round, where the winner gets a fantastic trip. The category was fun and games. Ben, needing to make a comeback, started things off. He landed on a big 750, called for an S, and found 3 of them. He was back in the game. He spun again, carefully avoiding the bad spots, and picked up more cash with a T and an R. After buying an E, he looked at the board and knew he had it. He solved renting a jet ski for the day, and not only did he bank the money from the round, but Pat announced he had also won a spectacular trip to the beautiful beaches of Jamaica. Ben was ecstatic. And just like that, he was right back in the contention. The third toss-up for $3,000 was a person. The letters appeared one by one. It was Chloe who buzzed in with a fearless leader. Correct. That added a much-needed boost to her score, keeping the game tight and exciting as we headed into the final rounds. The competition was incredibly close now, with everyone still having a real shot at making it to the bonus round. Round 4, a speed-up round, was upon us. Pat gave the wheel a final spin, and the value was set at $1,500 per consonant. The category was phrase. The letters were tough on this one. Maria started, but her letter wasn't there. Ben guessed an N, but no luck. It was Chloe's turn. She called a T, and there were 2 of them, $3,000. She then called an H. Nothing. Back to Maria, who called an L. 1 L appeared. Then Ben tried a C, and there it was. He was thinking hard. He looked at the puzzle. "It's a piece of cake," he shouted, but that wasn't it. So close. Chloe got another chance. She bought an O. No O. Maria's turn. She bought an I. Yes, there was an I. The puzzle now looked very different. It was anyone's game. Back to Chloe. She called a G. Nope. Maria then called a K. Yes, K popped up. She took a moment, pieced it all together, and solved it, thinking outside the box. A brilliant solve under pressure. That crucial solve added to her total and secured her spot as tonight's big winner heading to the bonus round. Maria was overjoyed, and Ben and Chloe were great sports, congratulating her on a well-played game. So Maria, our kindergarten teacher, stepped up to the bonus wheel. She was still riding the high from her big win. She gave the wheel a mighty spin, and it landed on the A in Americas. Pat took the envelope, and Maria joined him at the center stage for the final puzzle. Her category was, "What are you doing?" A fitting category considering how her game started. The classic Aristoloni were revealed, giving her a couple of letters to start. She then made her choices, going with C, D, M, and A. The letters filled in some crucial spots. The final puzzle board was revealed. She had 10 seconds to figure it out. The timer started. She stared intently, whispering possibilities to herself. ... packing. Packing my ... The seconds ticked away. 3, 2, 1 ... Packing my lunchbox. Shh, yelled just as the buzzer sounded. The audience erupted. She did it. Pat opened the envelope to reveal $39,000. Add that to her winnings from the main game, and Maria walked away with a massive grand total. What an amazing finish to an unforgettable night. She was crying tears of joy, and it was just a fantastic moment for everyone. And that's a wrap on tonight's episode of Wheel of Fortune. Had everything: big spins, tough bankruptcies, and a nail-biting finish. Huge congratulations again to Maria, and well played to Ben and Chloe. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and reliving all the action. If you enjoyed this recap, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode breakdown. Let me know your favorite moment in the comments below. Till next time, keep spinning and keep winning. Bye for now.